Hi, and welcome to the Toon Goons, a podcast in which we take an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm Nina.
And I'm the comical Mr. Capybara. I don't have a trademark weird thing I do because I'm not literally the cussin' worst. I hate his thing that he does. We'll get into that.
Yeah, this week we are talking about the Fantastic Mr. Fox, the stop-motion Wes Anderson movie, movie from 2009. First, we got some news to go over. What you got for us, Nina?
I got quite a few pretty interesting, fun things, actually, this week.
Yes.
Nothing awful, I think.
Everyone's still alive.
Yes, I think.
Nobody died, and nobody's making, movies out of stupid properties that don't make any sense.
Nope.
Well,
all right, so first up, brand new. This just came out today, October the 27th, but in honor of International Animation Day, which is today, October the 27th.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It is a thing. My animation history professor's been trying to get us to go to this thing. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. I don't listen to or respect him.
That's not true. Welcome to Showside, the show or the series that everybody's been buzzing about since SPF, X. I think.
SPF is the sunscreen thing.
Right. SPX. They have come out with a short little cartoon for Welcome to Showside. It's by Ian McGinty. It's about a guy named Kit, who's a little monster dude, and his dad is the Great Shadow King. And it's coinciding with a launch of comics, which will be coming out very, very soon, kicking off the new Z2 Comics Fall periodical line. So we're on the cusp of it, but until the comics come out, we have this really cute, adorable, 6-minute short. And I loved it. It was so cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
If you remember from our episode that was after SPX, whichever one that was, compare the dates. We showed Nina Kit's design on the air, and she did that cute noise she does. It was cute, but cute, and not
yeah, and not like the invasion of the Body Snatchers.
My question is, I know it's going to get a full comic book series, but I kind of want more of this cartoon.
There is going to be more of the cartoon on Cartoon Hangover, but as with everything Cartoon Hangover, it's hard to say how much and with what frequency.
Yeah, why isn't this on Cartoon Hangover now? I don't know. It's very cute.
Why isn't anything on Cartoon Hangover right now?
Yeah, because we expected Bee and Puppycat to be over by now, but we've seen half of it.
107 facts you didn't know about. I don't know, the Brothers Flub. Fuck it.
This week is Dragon Ball Z, which I'm surprised they haven't.
That's the only cartoon they've done where I'm like, yeah, you can conceivably come up with over 100 facts for that. Everything else, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch them. But I'm just like, they must really reach for some of those.
I got I watched a bit of the one for Rick and Morty because maybe there'll be some deep cuts in there. I couldn't get that far because I watched the first 4 and was the show is created by Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. It premiered in October of Bliggity Blue. I was like, oh my god.
Ooh. And episode 2 premiered on this date, and episode 3 premiered...
From what I saw, it was literally just bare bones.
Morty is a brunette.
Yeah, so, animation's hard, but find something better to fill in the gaps. This is exciting and cute, and keep an eye on it.
Yeah, everybody go watch it. It's so cute. I was actually really surprised with how McGinty himself voices a Kit, and I wasn't expecting that voice to come out of him, but I actually really, really like it.
Yeah, it's very unexpected, but it works. One thing he said at SPX is they auditioned a bunch of people and they didn't really feel it from anybody. And then they're like, Ian, why don't you just give it a shot? I was like, okay. And he did. And it's like, oh, okay, that works. That's one of a topic in modern animation. And we've talked about this before, but how common it is now for show creators to voice principal characters. and it's nothing that's entirely new. You know, Walt Disney was the voice of Mickey Mouse, and even like people were doing that in the 90s. You know, Beavis and Butthead were voiced by the guy Mike Judge.
Yep,
he voiced both of them. But it's something that's extremely common now, where like more shows than not, like that we're watching, have the creator as a principal voice, if not the main guy. And I'm really curious to like I would love to talk to a bunch of different people to see like how they reach that conclusion. Like, this is the only guy who I've heard, like, I know of two specific examples. This one, because his story, and Van Orman for Flapjack, where he's like, well, Paul Rubens just didn't show up.
Okie dokie.
I guess it's up to me.
God damn it, Pee-wee.
But this character seemed very Tooch to me, and I liked it a lot.
What does that mean?
I don't know, it just seemed like a character that you would love the most.
I mean,
I don't know.
I do. That fucking that donkey bird.
The donkey bird.
The anime face.
Yeah. Anyway, that's very exciting, and we highly suggest everybody go check that out and get the comics when they come out as well. All right, another interesting thing happening on the horizon. This story was brought to us by Aile, A-E-L-E. And it is for a Kickstarter. Well, it's not a Kickstarter, it's a GoFundMe, but it's a Kickstarter.
Crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding. For a pilot for a series called Long Gone Gulch by Tara Billinger and Zach Bellissimo.
Which is the coolest name.
Yeah.
I know.
I wish that was... part of me wants it to be my last name, and part of me is like, that's too much to live up to, because then I gotta be the most beautiful boy all the time.
Well, you have to have those amazing sideburns.
Yeah, he's just space dandy every day.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's a dandy guy.
In the Wild West. So yeah, it's created by those two peeps. They're good friends. They've been working on things like Super Jail and Motor City and Rick and Morty and Teen Titans Go and the Disney Mickey Mouse shorts. So they have quite a pedigree for this day and age. And it's a show that they want to start. It's about two...
This is like misfits screw-ups in some kind of combination Old West and like magical wasteland place called Long Gone Gulch. They're appointed as the sheriffs, and it's all about their adventures being the sheriffs of this crazy place.
Yeah.
It's like a cowgirl and a greaser.
Yeah, cowgirl and greaser go on magic adventures with Sasquatch and the mayor and...
who is a jackalope.
Yeah. A cactus dude. It looks really cute. They have raised virtually no money compared to what they need.
But they're looking for $30,000. They've raised $660 as of this recording. But the thing has been up for 7 hours.
Yeah,
it just started today.
When's the last time you made over $500,000 in 7 hours? Not doing anything you can talk about in public.
Yeah, so we're gonna link this even before this episode goes up to give them a hand. I don't know how long this campaign goes.
It's a GoFundMe. I'm not sure there is an end date.
I don't know how GoFundMe works.
I think that's how. Yeah, because like they're treating it. Because like I always thought GoFundMe was just for like personal things. So
it usually is.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Unlike Kickstarter, GoFundMe can be like, "Oh, I need to buy a car."
Yeah. Well, honestly, it is more personal.
Give me money?
Because they said what they need the money for is they themselves are going to be animating the most of it. They just want to get maybe one or two more animators on board, and of course, like voice actors and background artists.
Yeah.
But they said they're pretty much going to do most of it themselves. They just need some help.
Yeah.
To do it.
And they need people to make music.
Yeah, and music too.
I think what was in the trailer was public domain stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I recognized a couple things, and now I'm annoyed because I can't remember what else I've heard them from. So that's gonna bug me till I die. So whatever.
Yeah. The special thanks had Tara Strong and Eric Bauza in it, so maybe they're like on retainer if the money comes in.
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder if Tara Strong will voice my favorite character I know nothing about, Buffalo Wing.
Oh my god, I was gonna bring up Buffalo Wing as the one little black speck that I'm not so sure about.
I don't know. Depends.
Yeah, she's
Maybe
Native
they're
American,
cool.
and her name is Buffalo Wing.
She's, quote, Native American, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Named Buffalo Wing.
Yeah, so she could end up being a Street Fighter character.
She could be the worst. She was like floating with her mystic powers or something. I don't know. That I'm not too crazy about, but everything else looks super fun, so we'll see. And in more Kickstarter fun times...
And it's actually a Kickstarter.
It's actual Kickstarter.
Yeah, I stumbled upon this one from the Tumblr. I'm pretty sure all of us follow this Tumblr, like, wanna be an animator or whatever. But, basically, like, I'm not sure what made them want to do this now of all times, but, Don Bluth and Gary Goldman, are opening up a Kickstarter to make an animated feature out of the hit video game Dragon's Lair. If you, nostalgia, 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last thing John Bluth did a thing?
Don Bluth.
Well, Don Bluth.
Don Bluth did a thing.
Was it Titan Goddamn AE? Did he do anything after that?
I think Titan AE might have been his last.
That was like 12 years ago.
Yeah,
no, like, that was 15 years ago. That was in the year 2000.
Where did he go?
He runs an adult and youth theater in Arizona.
Oh.
What does that mean?
He doesn't do animation anymore.
He doesn't make cartoons, but
No.
now he wants to.
Yeah, because basically, like, I think what happened was, like, somebody showed him what Kickstarter was, and I have to imagine they pitched it to him like, people love old shit, and they'll give you money now to make more of the old shit.
Yeah, to make the shit that you wanted to make in the first place but couldn't.
Yeah, because apparently they always wanted to do a Dragon's Lair movie, because it's like, why the fuck not? Because that had animated feature quality freaking animation in it. I think, like, I never played the game. Was it basically the first, like, QuickTime event game?
It absolutely was. It literally was the first game.
That's kind of all you did was QuickTime events,
all of it
right?
was QuickTime events, and they're all unfair, because you just guessed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with the game Dragon's Lair, it was an arcade game that ran on a Laserdisc, where it was like an animated movie about some dipshit called Dirk the Daring trying to rescue some hot princess from a dragon.
Hot, nips piercing through her top.
She's like 30% nipples.
And the game it's like fully animated, and what the game is played is that every once in a while it'll ask for like a directional prompt, and you move the joystick in one of the 4 cardinal directions, implying what like direction Dirk is going to move in. And if it's the wrong one, he dies, and you have to put in another quarter. So this game was successful because
you wanted to see all the different ways he died.
That and like it was by far the best looking video game on the market because it was like it was feature quality animation, and arcade operators loved it because people died in it a bunch.
Oh, just 8 quarters.
Yeah, and apparently destroyed the Laserdisc because the Laserdisc was not meant to like access tracks that quickly.
Whoops. Yeah, because whenever you put it in a demand, it would like go to the part of the Laserdisc whether he succeeded or didn't succeed, and it was intense. Yeah,
it was intense on the hardware, and it's been remade for like every platform. They made a bunch of like NES and Master System shit for it that was terrible, but it like you can just buy it on DVD, and it's the same thing. You press one of the 4 directional buttons on your DVD, and then Dirk will like fall into a pit of acid, and I'm pretty sure that's when he like turns into a skeleton.
Yeah, every time he dies, he turns into a skeleton.
And then there was the polar opposite game made a year later called Space Ace that no one remembers.
I remember Space Ace.
It had a good Samurai Jack joke come out of it.
Yeah, it was fundamentally the same game, but sci-fi.
With space!
What's interesting about this movie, though, is that I think I don't know if this was part of the bit, but it's like kind of super generic. It's like a dude rescuing a princess from a literal-ass dragon, and
Yeah, it was just the most bare bones kind of thing, and they just ran with it and made a really cool thing. It's less about the story, which is just go do it, do it.
Don't die, stupid.
Don't die, dummy.
And then when you die because you think you should jump to the right because it's coming from the left, and it's like, oh, there was a hole there. It's like, why are you so stupid?
Yeah, like, how are they going to make this a movie? What is it going to be, like Prince of Persia? Where it's
Are they gonna?
Nope, that's not what happened.
Are they going to characterize Dirk the Daring?
The only thing about Dirk the
They
Daring
have
is that he
to.
was like a doofus. He was like a doof-ass man.
Yeah, he was so doofy.
More like
He's a doofus, and then the princess
Dork
whose
the
name...
Doofus.
Yeah, and then I can't remember the princess's name, but she was like...
Lady Titty Butts.
Yeah, that was her whole thing, is that she was like ludicrously hot.
I mean, I'm like, a lot of the rewards are based around her, as you can imagine.
Princess Daphne.
Of course. I want to. Yeah, there's a sculpture. One of the $7,500 pledge
That's
is a
a lot.
Princess Daphne animated maquette statue in full 3D glory.
Yeah, there's a lot of high tier stuff.
Yeah,
And I think that's because these guys are like traditional artists who know not to undersell themselves, so they're selling their wares for legitimate prices.
Oh, yeah, and there are animation collector buff nerds who will like
Yeah, if
shell
you're a
out
big fan of
thousands
Bluth,
for this shit.
There's like a ton of like shit from like Bluth's entire catalog here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of cool shit. So if you're like, you've been waiting, your time has come to spend all of your money
Oof.
on a lanyard.
But it's like, but the thing about this is, and it's the same thing that happened with the Goon movie that I pledged to. Like, it's not like you're not supporting it to get it like directly made. They're using the money to raise capital in order to pitch the film to studios so they can get real money to make it.
Yeah.
And so
be aware
so
of that.
basically, yes.
Because like
Be aware
half a
that-
mil, they're only looking for $500,000. You cannot make a movie with $500,000.
You can't do anything
Nope.
with $500,000. So please understand that, like, even if
You can't take a shit in Hollywood for less than $500,000.
yeah, honestly, so like there's literally zero guarantee that this film will actually get made.
But for $3,500, you can buy a storyboard of Princess Daphne taking a bath.
You can go, but also you could go Google her name and find way dirtier pictures in just as good art.
I
For
don't
free.
know. She's barely wearing clothes as it is. And the stuff he does with her legs, what are her ankles? Are those ankles? I'm having a lot of fun with this. But yeah, it's we as of this recording, October 27th, we got 29 days to go. And they've only hit 68,000 of their $500,000 goal. So,
Again, this is the first day of it.
yeah. So, if you want to get in on that, you want those cool rewards, which I'm
If
sure
you want the
do.
limited rewards, by the time this comes out, it'll be too late. But we'll reblog this like time sensitive stuff right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's next?
Last, but certainly not least, we have-
definitely not Neast. That's not a word.
Neast? Not Neast! I'm sorry. Adventure Time is coming back this coming week. So Monday the 2nd. But we also have news of the 8-part Marceline special that we've been hearing about and being teased about for all this time. And now we know some pretty major deets. So it's going to be a 4-night special. It's going to start airing Monday, November 16th, and conclude that Thursday, the same week, the 19th, at 8 p.m. each night.
Yeah, and it's 8 parts, so they're going to do like Over the Garden Wall and give us 2 parts a night.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got all of our regulars coming back, but we also have some special guests. Rebecca Rominji, Billy Brown as the Vampire King. We got some new composers. Actor Paul Williams as the Hierophant. Ron Funches. Do you guys know Ron Funches?
I've heard the
No,
name. It's memorable
I know
because
Paul-
it's a weird name.
Williams.
And a bunch of other people. The person I'm most excited about is Rebecca Sugar in her voice acting debut as Marceline's mom.
Yeah. Oh, Kyle Kinane's in there. He's a known entity as Cloud Dance.
Huh.
Yeah, but
So
Rebecca Sugar has never voice acted. Like we were talking before about like creators voice acting. She's an exception. She doesn't voice anybody in Steven Universe.
Nope.
And as we mentioned before, she also composed a song for it.
Yes. So, here's a synopsis. Marceline doesn't want to be undead anymore. She doesn't want to be a vampire. And it's up to Princess Bubblegum to create a cure. At the same time, 5 of Marceline's most fearsome foes returned from her past, including the Vampire King. So Finn, Jake, Bubblegum, and their friends have to join Marceline to fight against her immortal enemies. And shit's gonna get real fast, I'm assuming.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Was that the theatrical Winnie the Pooh?
That was theatrical Winnie the Pooh's Tigger's song.
Yeah. I love Tigger.
I love Tigger too. He's the best.
That's hard to pick, honestly. They're all the best.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so Adventure Time's coming back, and in November we're going to have this really awesome mini-series. There's going to be a lot of hype. I'm sure expectations are very high.
Lauren Zook is drawing Marceline art again, so I'm enjoying that. It's like on her Tumblr. She's been so caught up with Homeworld gems that it's finally coming back around.
So yeah, like we'll see how it goes, because there's always the theory that like once you learn too much about a cool character's backstory, sometimes it's not as fun anymore. But yet everybody's been wanting to know what the heck Marceline's deal is since the beginning. So let's see what kind of results we get. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Of course, because I love this show and I love these people who make it. Yeah,
the writers on this show are fantastic, and I trust them to do a good job. What normally ruins it for something like this is that it's done too poopily. Now, like, there are some things like we talked about in Parasite. Like, if we knew what the point of the parasites was, or like where they came from, that would undermine the fundamental point of the show. This existence won't undermine anything.
No. Because we're learning about everybody, so
yeah,
it's about time, I guess. And
is that all the news?
Is what I've got this week. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you for everyone who sent in stories. And you can always do that via the ways to contact us. Gmail is the best way to do it.